New legends are out today, and while they might not be for everybody, there is a way we can possibly make some leaves off these legends. Here, what's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. Now, look, we got legends coming out today. Two of them, two throwback old school dudes. Some names you probably, some of y'all won't even know, but it's all right. They're legends. They're very, very, very well deserved. We'll get into that in a little bit, but before we jump into that, just want to let you know, if you are new here, appreciate you for stopping by. It's very, very much appreciated. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell right next to it. You'll get notified anytime I go live with new content. You can also hit the thumbs up, smash the like button if you like what you see, obviously. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And also comment down below. Let me know, are you getting these legends? Or are we going to try to make some leaves off the legends, right? Let's jump right into it. All right, so we are here in the game. As you can see, the two legends popped up earlier, but we'll go over them here in the missions. Right here are the legends. Legends release number 14, Lynn Swann, Cliff Harris. Okay, so they're two definite old school dudes, but very, very, very well deserved. Unfortunately, one is a Cowboy, but Cliff Harris is in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. He's one of the Cowboys all-time legends. And Lynn Swann, I mean, if you don't know about Lynn Swann, you're either way too young or you don't respect greatness. Lynn Swann's one of the best receivers of all time. So two good selections, I'd say, overall. Their cards aren't that bad either. We'll check them out in a little bit. But a reminder for you to complete the Legends Showdown challenges as per usual. You just go over here to challenges, you go down to where it says legends. Right here, you get that legends release 14. You can get the power-ups, and it would be a good idea to get those power-ups and sell those power-ups right away if you don't need them. Make some coins off these legends. And then right here, legends tokens, you got to do Legends Showdown number 17, right? You go in here, and as you can see, 1 star gets you that legends token. The other stars really don't matter because the rewards are trash under milestones. So we're going to skip all the rest of the rewards, but the game should be easy, especially if you're doing a 1 star. Get that legends token, right? Then what you can do with that legends token afterwards is go over here to sets, find your legend set, and exchange it in right here for the legends token. You should be at 17 out of 18. That means next week we're getting that free legend. Now it's a random boss legend, which means that 89 plus, which is kind of bad. Now, the one thing I am curious about, right, is if we take all of our tokens and we hold them. If I got my 18th token next week and I want to get that free legend, well, can I just hold it and put it in later when a new legend, a good name legend comes out? Do I have to do it right away, right? Or is this the end of the Legends program, right? We don't know. Last year, the Legends program, you know, went on, extended a little bit. Everybody was able to get their legend, especially if you missed a week or two. I don't remember if you miss a week, if you can get more chances. I know you can for Team of the Week stuff, but for the Legends token exchange, I cannot say yes or no either way. So I would suggest you continue to get the tokens done. Even if you missed a week or two, you might be all right. They might give you more opportunities to get more tokens to finish that set. They had previously, I believe last year they allowed you to do that. It was like you got another extra 4 weeks to get the extra tokens or whatever. So I wouldn't freak out too much. And also too, like, let's be real here, right? That legend might be a good card. You'll definitely have a chance to get something good for free, but grand majority of us will probably pull some 89 legend trash out of that random legend. So just keep that in perspective too, guys. If you didn't miss it, if you didn't fill it out right away, don't sweat it too much, all right? So Cliff Harris, Lynn Swann, a free safety, wide receiver. Nice little balancing act there by EA. We'll go check out their 94 LTDs. Now this LTD, once again, now the LTDs are basically if the card was put all the way through its power-up path, right? So Lynn Swann here, he's already about a little bit cheaper than Chad Johnson, but deep threat wide receiver. And if you actually check out his card, it's not that bad. But this is for, almost did that. This is for his LTD. For 5'11", he's a deep threat receiver, 93 speed there, which is awesome. And then the deep route running is up to 92. Short route is 93. Medium route's 93. Short route's 94. Spec catch is 90. Catch and traffic's 90. Catching's 90, jumping's 90. This is a pretty damn good card. It's overall a very good card. I'd argue he's better than Chad Johnson. And remember how hot that Chad Johnson card was when it came out. So Lynn Swann, not a bad card at all. And again, this is LTD, right? So if you pull this card, you don't need the power up to get everything that comes in a power up, right? If you pull this card, basically what you need to do is go into his upgrades, and you can do different things as far as putting the different cover art on it for the card. You can also put the abilities. You can switch teams if needed. So that's the LTD, and the same thing goes for Cliff Harris on the other side, right? But this card also goes in the power up path, but you don't have to worry about that right now, right? We're not powering up all the way through. So don't even stress too much about it. I would not worry. Cliff Harris here, 94 overall free safety. compare him to other free safeties. Ronnie Lott just came out not too long ago, as you saw there. So Ronnie Lott, 90 speed, 89 pursuit, 85 man coverage, 91 zone, 92 hit power, but Cliff Harris has him on pretty much everything else, including height. If he wasn't a cowboy, I'd probably make the move here, but I'm gonna stick with Ronnie Lott for now. But Cliff Harris ain't a bad card either, man. Like, we're getting to the point where a lot of these cards aren't bad, and we're getting to the point where a lot of these cards are actually gonna help out a lot of teams. These cards are kind of all, we're coming to a head to where one card's gonna be better than the other, but not by much, but enough to make you think, should I make the switch? I'm not gonna make the switch. I have a strong no Cowboys rule. As I try to follow it as tight as I can. Sometimes a guy sneaks in there. Same thing with the Eagles, same thing with Washington football team. There's some guys you can't ignore, like a Sean Taylor. Like, can't just ignore that. So for me, it's a pass on both of them, but it's just preference thing, right? Those cards are great. Those are two great cards. So we got new packs in the store as well. Obviously, the Legends Fantasy Pack here and the Legends Fantasy Bundle. They're refreshed for this week. Also, guys, if you haven't bought your All-Pro Fantasy Packs, you better get to that right now. They expire in under 2 days, okay? So keep that in mind. Let's rip 2 of these real quick, see if we can pull something a little glitchy out here. I was watching some people this morning on stream. Nothing good there. And they were basically pulling some fire packs. So we're gonna keep doing this, and I think there might be an issue with next gen when it comes to restarting your game in the card arts. I'm not even sure. So if you guys have next gen and you are having issues playing the old game and it's not loading the card art properly, let me know below. Maybe we can bring that to EA's attention, right? Nothing there. Coin card, big one. Okay, I'll take that. It's not bad. I'll take that coin card because Legends cards right now are trash. So on top of that, speaking of Legends cards being trash, this is something else I wanted to show you guys too, right? So you and many others out there, I'm sure, are pulling these packs with either coins, you're using points in the store, whatever the case may be, you're getting these packs, right? You are not alone. A lot of people are going to be out there pulling packs today. So what I suggest for you guys to do is keep an eye on those Legends packs that include any of the Legends, the OVRs that are coming out of this, right? And I'll show you this after I finish this pack, but basically, if you get a Legend here, right, and it's an 83, 84, 85, 80, whatever it is, most of the time you're probably going to sell that card because you don't want that card, right? Well, there's a way we can capitalize on that and try to maybe make some training to convert into leaves so you can go ahead and get some of these Autumn Blast players, right? So let's check this spreadsheet out and see what we can get on the market. But before we jump into the spreadsheet though, I just want to show you guys some pricing things here, right? So if we're looking right here, if we go quality, and if we go down to 86, 87s, and we look at 86, 87s on just a general generic filter, right? This is not filtered down. This is just 86, 87s. We're seeing 86s, let's just say about 20K, right? We'll cut the difference here between the 18 and 21. Also 20K at minimum. That's what these cards are selling for, okay? What I suggest you do is go through, filter down 86, 87, or any of these filters for Legends cards, and filter down even more. And then even get more specific here and go by quarterback, go by running back, whatever it is, and look for these prices, okay? Now, these prices look low. It's because they are. And you could probably get them for a little bit cheaper too if you really, really paid attention and spent some time on the auction house. You could probably get some of these cards for about 15, maybe even cheaper if you just sat here for a little bit and tried to get some cards. So with that in mind, as we progress through, we can also go up to another filter that I like is 88, 89. Now, if you look at 88s, 89s, 9 times out of 10, that's the top card of the set, right? That's the top card that you're gonna get in that top 3 most of the time, right? And people are selling 88s for 30K, right? 30K for an 88. Let's see if we can see 89s for. Going 88s, 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 88s. 88s for 35. There's an 89 right there for 41, right? If you go over here, left end to Youngblood from last week, there's 89s for under 45K. You just got to look out and like see the market. Look at that Seymour, 27K, 28K for Randall, right? These are super cheap prices. So what does it result in on the training exchange, right? Let's check that out. All right, so here's the training spreadsheet that I use. This is my personal training spreadsheet. If you guys want it, let me know down below. I'll definitely send it to you. It's obviously a very, very similar spreadsheet to many, many people out there in the community. So it's not a foreign idea by any means, but what we can do is use these ideas and try to make it beneficial for us. Here we are in the training spreadsheet. Once again, this is my training spreadsheet here. I got the little robots up top. This says updated 11/15. That was earlier in the week, but what I'm going to focus on here is right along here, this 86, 87, 88, 89 range, right? So if we're looking again on the auction house, what did I say 88s were for about? under 30K. I saw an 88 Seymour for like 27. Yeah, there it is right there, 26K. So when I see that Seymour for on the market, it was about 26, 27K, right? So if I go right here, I can go 27, 1, 2, 3. And then we're looking at that 89 Youngblood. And again, these are just super, super low ideal prices. We go down to the 89 Youngblood. What is he at? He's about 30K, right? About 40K. So he's about 40K. So we'll leave that right there as is. Look at that coins per training right here. 11, 10. Now, if we go down to 87, 86, that filter, just one filter down, 86s for about 16K. I see another 16K right here for this, and that's a 12 coins per training. If we go over here to the offense, let's check it out here for 86s, and we got 87s right here for about 87s here for about 21K. Like this is some astronomically low prices, right? So this happens every Saturday on Legends, guys. Every Saturday this happens with the Legends, where we're getting dumb cheap prices for these cards that people just don't want. They just don't want to see them. They're mad that they didn't get their LTDs. They don't need it for a set. They're selling them. So what I've been doing the last couple weeks is buying these cards for cheap and doing the Legend set from the previous weeks, right? So last night I did the Chad Johnson set. Next week I'll probably do the Lynn Swann set, and then for going on, because you can get these cards that are forgotten about because everybody wants the hot new. Get those cards for cheap, stack them up, and then hold the Legend for the middle of the week, and then the price will more than likely 9 times out of 10 it will go up at least 10%, if not more. Okay, so what does this mean as far as the leaves though, right? So we're getting these rates here, okay? So what I'm saying is if you go and check out the Autumn Blast exchanges here, okay? And this is just for Autumn Blast, all right? These are the Autumn Blast cards. If we're looking right here, an 88 Autumn Blast card, okay? An 88 Autumn Blast card, okay? That we're getting on the market. Let me just filter it down real quick. 88 Autumn Blast cards are going about 40K right now, okay? 88s for about 40K. That is strongly cheaper than an 88 Legend for 27K. Now, I'm not saying it's an exact exchange here, right? But if the 88s on this leaf market are going for 40K right now, right? That's going to return you a net of 16 coins per training later on when it converts to training, and 21 coins per leaf, okay? But if we take that training, it'll most likely, that training that we get, 2,500 training, it gives you 1,900 leaves is the equivalent right here, right? So what you could do with that training once you buy it, and I'll switch over to the game right now, is take the leaves and convert them into the 80 to 84 set. Take the leaves and convert them to the 80 to 84 exchange that they have here in the store. Okay, so you go to the store, you go to training, and you can see I've been stacking up a lot of training. I have 5,000 training here, and I got a bunch of leaves. This program is pretty much over, right? Like, we got both parts. I don't think there's any more cards coming out, maybe outside of a LTD. But what you could do is just come in here and just get those training converted to Autumn Blast cards right there, right? You can convert it to Autumn Blast cards for leaves. You can even do Autumn Blast cards that can go into sets for other things. So just keep that in mind, because you can put the 80 Auto Blast cards into a set like the 86 Team Builder set. Just for an example, it might be a good idea, who knows. But nonetheless, the deal is that you buy Legends cards for cheap, you can quick sell that for training, and then go in here and rip these Autumn Blast cards and get a good, pretty solid return on it. The problem that you face here with the 80 to 84s is that now we're boosted into having both parts, right? Part 1, Part 2 Autumn Blast cards. You're getting both of them there. It's not a great idea to just solely sit here and hope that you're gonna pull 84s. I'd say just figure it out yourself and see what's the best conversion rate for you in this training into leaves. This is just the only way, outside of buying the actual leaves themselves off the auction house with the cards or doing the solos. This is the best way to get your leaves. This is the best way to convert training for cheap, really cheap. It's like 11 coins per training if you really snipe these cards right, for super cheap, and then going and exchanging that for Autumn Blast cards, right? So 80s to 82s, 84s, whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and just exchange these all the way through. And then once you get enough, you can do a couple things with these, right? What I'd suggest you do, and I'm gonna have a video on it later on, after this week's games, we'll have a video on this later this week, but what you could do is go Autumn Blast, get enough leaves, and just get one of these Autumn All-Star Fantasy Packs, right? And then in there, you get one of the 91s, that can be up to a 93 if you choose correctly. And I'll go through which ones are the best options, the best bets, the best ones to gamble on as we go through and progress. But there's a lot of solid ones in here. So I would say try your luck, right? Buy cheap legends, convert it to leaves, and then you're gonna go ahead and do whatever you want with the leaves, right? You could do Autumn Aces, you can do 80 plus Autumn Blast, you could do 85 plus Autumn Blast players. So there's a bunch of things that you could do. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's gonna be all for today. But once again, the legends are Lynn Swann, Cliff Harris. We got 2 solid legends today. The cards aren't bad at all. I'm really kind of pleased with the names. And I think a lot of you guys, if you don't know, you should definitely look these guys up. They had some solid careers, all right? So till next time, we'll meet again. Appreciate y'all. Peace.